big up, big up this player, right? What's his name? Michael Porter Jr. Do you guys know who Michael Porter Jr. is? He went viral a couple months ago, a couple weeks ago, I think, for this clip where he was talking about his brother not getting girls and him getting girls. Like, strange. It was a really funny clip. I'm not gonna lie, strange but really funny. He decided to sit down on stream with Plaqueboymax. They did like a little gym stream, basketball stream, kind of funny. And Plaqueboymax decided to ask them about, you know, the most important questions facing today's professional athletes. He decided to ask Michael Porter Jr. to choose between having a fat daughter or a gay son. And I'm confused. This question confuses me, but let's just play the clip because Michael Porter Jr.'s answer is fucking hilarious in a way, but also kind of tragic in a way. Let's play the video. Come on, bro. What's happening here? Oh, you can't hear it. Shit. Hold on. You can't hear it. Let me get the fucking audio set up there. Apologies. That was my fault.
That daughter.
They said thought daughter or gay son? Is that what they said?
Yeah.
Would I rather have a thought daughter or a gay son? I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Both of them would hurt a nigga hard, though.
Yeah, next question.
I'm not gonna lie, they both, either one. Next I would tell. What would you? Let's ask him, cause he don't really. He can answer whatever. Would you rather have a thought for a daughter?
Thought daughter.
You rather have a thought for a daughter?
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day,
type of thought, like
any day, sex is sex. Like, motherfucker gonna have sex regardless. Like,
so what you saying?
I prefer that than me to be at the family reunions and my son coming this motherfucker in a skirt or something. It's like,
yeah, that's tough. I don't know, but that, like, again, bro, I don't know where y'all are from, bro. We're from Missouri, bro.
Nah, yeah, I get it.
We're from Missouri, so
it's
like,
different cultures,
it's
chat. You feel
different
me?
out there, like.
So anyway, I don't know, man. It's just, I just don't get, like, I think there's a certain population of men out there that just, I really don't understand this fear that they have. You know, I really don't get it. The fear of having a daughter that's sexually active, the fear of having a son that might be gay. It's just a strange fear. It really is. Considering all the things that your kid has to face in the world, my main priority or my main thing that I'll be focused on would be to make sure that you just raise a kid that's just like well-rounded and just a decent human being, you know? That's what would be the most important thing. Because we've all grown up with kids who are dickheads, bullies, liars, cheats, harassers, you know, abusers. You just want your kid to be a nice kid, you know? That's what you'd want. I would imagine anyway. You'd want your kid to just be a nice kid. You want people to, you'd want for your kid when they left the room, for people to say, oh, what a nice girl, what a nice boy, right? That's what you'd want, really. I swear to God, that's what I'd want anyway. I wouldn't really care about shit like this. This wouldn't really be on the front of my mind. This wouldn't really this wouldn't keep me up at night. Obviously, when it comes to the gay son thing, there is a lot of like laden homophobia involved there, right? Because they themselves are not comfortable with homosexual people, they're gonna find it very hard to kind of like get their head around their child being a homosexual or their child being gay or their child being queer. And again, I just don't think that's just that important. Really isn't. Because even if your kid was straight, would you be discussing their sexual life with them? Would you be that involved? Like, would you be, I don't know, like, maybe they would. Maybe there are some guys out there that enjoy talking about, you know, hookups with their kids and shit. But I don't think it's a normal thing anyway. So it's not like you're going to be that involved with their kids' lives, whether or not they are straight or gay, or in terms of their sexual life and partners they get hooked up to. So I don't understand and get that. When it comes to the fat daughter thing, again, like, what constitutes a fat nowadays? Like, I feel like that term is so broad, you know. It can, like, especially nowadays, considering how weirdly possessive guys are online about women's virginities and shit. I'm kind of confused about what guys want. So, because some guys online are lusting over Ruby Rose, right? So whenever Ruby Rose posts a new picture, guys are like, oh my god, she's so hot, I want her, I want this, I want that, right? I'll do this to her, I'll do that to her. But whenever Ruby Rose is involved in a relationship with somebody, those same guys are in those comments talking about, oh my god, she's got so many bodies, oh my god, she's been a pass around. So when she posts pictures, everyone wants to fuck her. Then as soon as she gets a boyfriend, everyone wants to tell the boyfriend that she's a hoe and he shouldn't settle down with her, you know? So it's like, what do you want? I think some of these guys are a bit weird. I think they're the type of dudes who want they want a girl that's like extremely attractive, or a girl that a lot of guys would like, but they also want that girl that a lot of guys would like to be a virgin at the age of like 19 or at the age of like 22. It's like, it's not gonna be likely, is it? That's not gonna be likely. And also, if you're that pressed, if sex is really important to you, surely you'd want your partner to be somewhat experienced, no? Would you want that person to be like fresh and, I don't know, just green, I guess, not fresh but green? And that would be a bit strange. I'm not too sure if that's what they want really, and then complain about that because they're not doing certain things in the bedroom. I don't know. It's all over the shop. Again, for me, my main focus would be on making sure you raise good kids, good kids that just are well-rounded, kids that have manners, kids that other kids like, kids that parents like, kids that teachers find easy to teach or don't have much issues with. I don't know. That's what you'd want. You don't want your kids to give people headaches. That's what I would say. But I could be wrong with that one. I could be wrong. I quickly want to show you the other clip of his that went viral, so I can give you an idea on what this guy is about. But to be fair though, give Michael Porter Jr. props. It is quite refreshing to hear an athlete speak like this, because professional athletes are the most, media trained, boring, sterile, milk toast kind of athletes ever. They don't really have anything to say. Maybe post career, maybe if they're shit, they'll have something to say because it's not really affecting the team's career, whatever. But it's not really a thing. So the fact that a high level athlete like him is sitting down on a stream with a live streamer and being really loose and free and open with it, I think that's good. That's a good thing to see. It's brave of him as well, because I'm sure he's going to get fined. I'm sure he's going to get in trouble for some of the things that he said. But the fact that he doesn't care, he's just saying it anyway. Props to him for doing so. But my favorite clip of this guy was this one. Let me see if I can find it. It's a fucking hilarious clip, by the way. Let me play it so you can get a kind of a feel for what this Michael Porter Jr. is about.
Everybody has different things that they struggle with. That can go from people that struggle with alcohol, people that struggle with drugs. My brother, for example, struggled with gambling. My vice has always come in the form of women. And when I'm far from God...
Yeah, big up Shades Carr, exactly. That's what he's talking about here. Big up Shades Carr. In a recent interview, he said he's addicted to gambling and sex. It's a problem in the NBA for most. Yeah, for sure. A lot of those guys will definitely have a lot of those problems. The fact that he's been open about it, give him props for that. But it's the way he worded it that was really funny.
And I'm not in my word, I'm not praying, I'm not prioritizing him. That seems to be the place that the devil gets me, is in the space of women. And
the devil gets me. The devil made my dick hard, sir. The devil made me blow her back out, sir. I swear it wasn't me. Something came over me. Yeah, something came over her too.
And I know that's a lot of people in my shoes, I know it's a lot of people in my lifestyle or whatever. That's something that comes up a lot, but I've never viewed that as okay. I don't think objectifying women, I don't think being with women all the time and sleeping around and doing stuff like that is cool. And I haven't necessarily been doing that, but nevertheless.
What have you been doing then? He doesn't want to say. I don't really think that's cool. I don't have. That's my big problem. Women, fucking loads of women. I just can't help it, man. All the baddies won't like me because I'm this cute, light skinned guy, and I'm an athlete. I got some money, and I like fucking me. But obviously, it's not my problem. I'm not doing that. Obviously, it's like what?
Women has always been my vice, right? I got 2 younger brothers that are married. I got 2 older sisters that are married. I'm the only one that's not married, and I feel like God kind of gives you what you're prepared to handle. And so far in my life, a good woman, I don't think I'm ready to handle that, because I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'm good and sometimes I'm not, you know what I mean? And I feel like this cycle of being good with God and bad with God has poured over into me not being able to really lock in and be living the Christian walk in that area of my life. My brother, Jonte, he never seemed to struggle with that vice. I never struggled with the gambling addiction.
My brother, Jonte, he don't get no bitches. My brother, Jonte, he don't struggle with women because he don't get no bitches. So his vice was gambling. Yo, that backhanded that weird sneak diss to his brother is fucking hilarious.
I never struggled with that vice. Guy gave me a lot of money because maybe he figured I could handle it and not, lose myself in that area.
He's calling his brother broke.
And maybe Jonte, he wasn't blessed with tons of money because he struggled with that area of
God gave me plenty of bitches because I struggle with bitches. What? John Tamer, brother's he's down bad, but he's always been down bad. So maybe God, keeps his life down bad, so he can only handle that. Honestly, he's a legend. This guy
of the idolization of money. I have not been blessed with a wife because maybe I am not prepared to handle that because of my struggles. So I wanted to get that off my chest, first of all. Then I wanted to talk about a little bit about
honestly, what a legend, man. What a legend. What a legend. Dissing your brother as a way to clarify that you're now on your walk with God again is fucking brilliant, man. Absolutely fucking brilliant. Big up Michael J. Big up Michael Porter Jr. And then the other clip is this one. This is a funny clip, right? Where he admits that he purposely plays clips of Andrew Tate in front of girls to kind of gauge how they're reacting, and that's going to inform if he wants them or not. Insane, to be honest. Insane level of game.
One thing I do, and then the other thing I do is I need to see a little bit about their beliefs. So I'm not saying I'm a misogynist or anything, but I'll throw on some Andrew Tate and see how they react.
Yeah,
or I'll
like Andrew Tate from 5 years ago.
I'll bring up conversations and play devil's advocate just to see how this girl thinks about certain things. Because if they're too, I do like
you do it because you got to protect your time and energy.
Well,
that's
let
why,
me say this.
That's why I don't think it's a bad strategy where you have people slide in and see.
And then how do they pass that test then? Because you obviously one thing I do.
That's an insane test. That's an insane test because let me tell you this. 99% of girls are going to fail that test. Because most girls don't fuck with Andrew Tate. Let me tell you that. If you want to find a girl that fucks with Andrew Tate, you're gonna be selecting from a pretty dodgy pool. Most women that you'd actually want to be with are not gonna be okay with you playing Andrew Tate on the fucking car sound system as you go on the way to the club or something, on the way to a bar or restaurant. They're not gonna be cool with waking up to you listening to Andrew Tate's fucking seminars or fucking motivation video compilations on your phone before you go to work. No girl wants to hear that shit. So if you plan to be a single forever, play Andrew Tate clips on loudspeaker. Do that anytime you hook up with somebody. Have forget even playing clips of Andrew Tate. Have a picture of him on your wall. If you plan to be single forever, have a picture of him on your wall. I still to this day, I tell you guys, I still to this day, sometimes from time to time, I'll wake up in a cold sweat, and I remember the time that I fumbled cheeks because I posted a picture of me reading Jordan Peterson's book, 12 Rules for Life. When that first came out, when that book first came out and I bought it, right, and again, this was back when Jordan Peterson wasn't what he is now, right? Now he's like a waste of space. But back then, Jordan Peterson had he was spitting some good shit, in terms of personal responsibility, in terms of, getting your shit together as a man and shit. I don't know, he was spitting some good shit. I thought anyway, at least. So I bought that book. I actually even went to a seminar of his when he came to London. He did a little speech at the Round. There's a place in London called, is it the Round? I don't know. It's some place I went to anyway, where he performed, where he kind of spoke. I got my book signed, everything. I posted a picture of it on my Instagram stories, and this one chick that I was kind of trying it on with and shit, she then sends me a paragraph. And basically, in that paragraph, she basically let me know that, you're not getting jack shit anymore because I can't fuck with people who fuck with Jordan Peterson. You know what I mean? Because of this and that and this, and then I tried to, and then obviously, like in my desperation to save the cheeks, I wrote back to her a reply, another paragraph, basically talking about how like I was down bad, man. I was down so bad. I was panicking. I think I was like, oh yeah, I forgot what line I said. I said something about like politically I'm like more this and that. I was trying to use all these. Honestly, it was fucking cringe. I tried so hard to get it back, but I didn't get it back ever. And that's one thing I learned back then. When girls are over you, they're over you. Like when a girl decides that she turned her switch off for you, there's no turning it back on. In rare, and I don't know if the fellas in the stream chat can attest to this, but there's not been many instances in my life where I've been able to turn that switch back on again. When a girl decides like, you know, it's over, it's over. It's very, very, very hard to get them to turn it back on. Guys are easy. You know, a girl could not talk to you for 5 years. She sends you a hey text, you're replying, you know. Most guys are going to reply. Us guys are fucking easy peasy. But a girl, once she's over you, she's over you. And that girl, unfortunately, did not come back around. So you have to be careful now. If you don't care, it's all good. But if you do care about, you know, being able to be with somebody and potentially getting married in the future and having a family, I think you should keep your interest of like people like Andrew Tate and the Nick Fuentes of the world. Keep those to yourself. If you're interested in those guys, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself, because most girls don't like that shit. Most girls don't like that shit.